Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. We know the minig, it's brought in Shulchan Aruch, that when a son becomes bar mitzvah, you make a bracha, Baruch Shepatrani. Now there are different minhagim, either you make it b'shem u'malchus, or without shem u'malchus, when you make it, etc., etc. So I'll leave it each to his custom. But the pshat in this bracha, Baruch Shepatrani, Anshe Salzeh, or whatever the custom is, there basically are two pirushim. One pirush says that the father makes the bracha because up to a certain age, up to bar mitzvah, the father is responsible to educate the child, chinuch, to educate the child in mitzvahs, that he should grow up to be Torah, bar chiyuva, and Torah, and mitzvahs, etc., and everything he does is on the responsibility of the father. And from now on, is so to say, the child is on his own. So on everything that goes, everything the child did till now, the father, it's on the responsibility. It's the shoulders of the father. So the father, kvar yachol, gets punished for whatever wrong the child did till now. Once the son becomes a bar mitzvah, he's on his own. So he says, Baruch Shepatrani. That's one way one way how to explain this bracha. Another way to explain the bracha is on the contrary. That actually is that the Chazal tell us that when a parent, Rahman al-Atlan, when a father misbehaves, so sometimes Hashem punishes the children for the bad doings of the parents. Now Hashem punishes the children, banav haktanim, the young children, and it's a double effect. Because as we know, that if chas v'shalom, due to somebody else's misdoings, somebody gets punished, as a trickle-down effect, you get a double punishment for harming somebody as of your actions. So not only the child gets hurt for a father's avera, the father gets again punished for harming somebody due to his wrongdoing. So once the child enters the age of bar mitzvah, and now he's released, it won't affect the father's averis, the father's wrongdoings will not affect the Baruch Hashem, they won't get any punishments. Now the father says, Baruch Shepatrani Marina Shalazeh, Anshe Shalazeh. Those are basically the two ways how to explain how the Mefarshim, the Poskim explained the Nusach HaBracha. And actually I did see in one of the Lubavitcher Rabbanim write that perhaps the reason why in Lubavitch, it's not customary to say it with the Shem Malchus, this bracha, is because the Alter Rebbe in Hilchos Talmud Torah, Perek Aleph, Halacha Vav, writes that a father has a responsibility to teach his son Torah. The Lashon the Alter Rebbe says, Kol shahaben efshel lasik b'Torah ve'ena isik, that if a father sees that a son is able to learn Torah and he's wasting his time, and the father is able to force or to teach him the right way how to behave and right way how to learn Torah. Mutol olav midibrei kabbalah min kabbalah. There is a responsibility for the father to do whatever it's in his whatever he's able to do to teach his son to study Torah. And to teach him Musar, Yerushalayim, B'chol Drachav Anagoisav, as long as the son will listen to what his father asks him to do. And the Alter Rebbe goes on to say, Dahainu, mi ben tazayin shana ad ben chavdalit shana. The Alter Rebbe says it could be that this responsibility does not end at bar mitzvah. This responsibility of chinuch goes on even from 15 even up to 24 years old. A father has a responsibility to educate the child, educate this adult, educate this bar mitzvah boy up to 24 years old to make sure that he's studying Torah v'sadarsich. So perhaps to say Baruch Shepatrani b'shem u'malchus, he's not done yet. Up to 24 years old, he has to make sure that he's learning how he's supposed to. So now, an interesting shaila that a shaila lahalacha that I saw in Poskim of today is, what's the din somebody who is raising in his house an adopted son. And the adopted son, he adopted him as a youngster, and now he's turning 13. Would he be able to make the bracha of Baruch Shepatrani? Now, if he's saying it, B'li Shem Malchus, how bad could it be? It's no Shem Malchus. That's not a real bracha. We're talking about those who have the custom that you say it Im Shem Malchus. What? Yes or no? Does it make sense to say this bracha when both of the above mentioned reasons really do not apply to a adopted child? Because I understand that you took upon yourself the obligation or the responsibility to help out another year, to help out another individual. But obviously, the chiyuvim of chinuch and the punishments, as mentioned before, do not apply to somebody, an adopted child, like it is a natural-born child. And I must tell you that in the Sefer Chashukei Chemed, and Masechet Pesachim, he actually suggests that he should not make the bracha of Baruch Shepatrani because of different reasons. He says if the father would get up there and make the bracha, other takalas might come out of it. People might think that it's his real child, and he's treating him like his real child. And the Torah says, "Lemishpechoisam lebeis avoisam." It has to be clear when yichus is the real yichus. For many, many things, we have to know what the real yichus is and what is adoption. You have to know for yuchsin. You have to know for so many things. And we know in halacha and yuchsin, we have to know it shouldn't chas v'sholom come out to be that he's marrying people that he's not allowed to marry. Shema yisa ach es achoisoi. We have to know who he is. So to be clear, perhaps he suggests that he should not make the bracha.